Have you ever experienced a place you love so much that you just have to visit over and over and over? For us, that's where we're headed this week. From Waterton Lakes National Park, where you traveled with us last week, we are about to cross the border back into the lower 48 for the first time in 5 months. Our first stop is Glacier National Park. We've had a love affair with Glacier for many years, and this stop marks our 9th visit. Each experience in this special place feels totally new, and yet also like coming home to an old friend. It is a landscape of majestic beauty with rugged mountains cradling ancient glaciers and spectacular forests that are unrivaled. Our previous visits spanned spring and summer when the mountains were snow-covered, the rivers and creeks raged, and the wildflowers were so thick that they looked like carpet. But now we are visiting in the fall, firmly in the off-season. Come along with us and decide for yourself if you think Glacier is worth an off-season visit. We have our passports ready. We are just about ready to cross into the U.S. for the last time on this trip. We've kind of made several crossings back and forth between the U.S. and Canada since May, and we're headed back to the U.S. for good for a while. And it curves around to the right.
It's a little confusing.
It is a little confusing, I agree.
Welcome to the United States of America.
Right, where it opens.
Yeah. It is tight, too.
Yeah, all those trucks are going to go through here? Jeez. Hello. That's a tight squeeze through there.
Oh, you did it? Just fine. Just the two of you?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll take 2 passports. Where are you guys coming from?
Most recently, Waterton Lakes,
What state is this registered in?
Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. All right. Any food items to declare: fresh citrus, tomatoes, peppers, or onions?
We have a couple of like the small oranges.
Okay, those gotta stay behind. Any tomatoes, onions, or peppers?
We probably
Might have some onions.
probably have a couple onions. Yeah.
Raw poultry, raw eggs,
We have
cooked chicken, uncooked eggs.
4 eggs.
We have
3 eggs.
3 eggs.
Okay. So the eggs. What did we say? The onions and then the citrus. Those gotta stay behind.
Okay.
There's a just underneath this pillar here. There's a trash can. If you guys want to just pull the vehicle, see where this white truck is at?
Yes.
Okay. There's some yellow lines there. You can just park in one of those yellow lines, between those yellow lines, and then bring the food. Just toss it in this bin here for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, you guys are good to go. All set. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
We're throwing out our food. We got a lot of these left.
Yeah, this stinks. That's all onions?
Yep, that's all onions.
Good night.
I guess we're going to have to hit a grocery store because the eggs were going to be breakfast for tomorrow because we have nothing left. Man, that
Like,
thing
can we
feels
eat-
really good too.
I know. It's like, can we eat them now?
The best ones we've had in a long time. That.
So they're not all going to waste. We're eating a few of them.
Well, that really stunk. We've done all these border crossings over the last few months. Not once has anybody made us get rid of any food or even asked about any food.
Yeah, those were the best oranges we've got on this trip.
They were so delicious and juicy and sweet.
We had to eat one more anyway. It's a lot of them.
Whole field full of bison.
It's making me hungry.
Bison burger sounds good right about now. Hi, how are you?
you?
Oh, good. How are you?
Doing some camping with us?
Yes.
Hey, you guys enjoy your time.
Great. Do you happen to have a park map?
A hiking guide, and there's some information outside at the visitor center if you want to stop there.
Okay, great. Thank you.
We arrived here at Glacier National Park yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, we're back for our 9th visit to the park, and we are here this time in the fall. We've always been here before in the spring and the summer, but this is definitely in the late fall.
Yeah, so we're not here in the shoulder season this time. We're in the off season.
Yeah, just about everything is shut down. We're staying in Apgar Campground. They have one loop open, and it's open primitive only.
It's been a bit rainy and it's stopped for now. We're seeing just a little bit of blue skies, so hopefully we'll have a rain-free day.
We're going to try and drive going to the Sun Road. We'll see if we can see anything from the top. It looks a little bit cloudy in the mountains yet. Welcome to a journey along one of the most breathtaking drives in the world, going to the Sun Road. Despite our 9 visits to Glacier, this is only the 3rd time we've made it all the way across this spectacular drive. Plowing the road each spring is a monumental task and is typically not completed until late June or early July. And since we have almost always visited in the spring shoulder season, the road has only been fully open for a couple of our trips. The road also has an early closing date, usually around the 3rd Monday in October, which is just 4 days away from this trip across. We almost missed the window again. It is a very short season. While we aren't contending with any snow on this day, you will see that the weather here is ever-changing and unpredictable. We encounter brilliant sunshine, thick clouds, heavy fog, and cold rain. This drive is awe-inspiring no matter the weather though, so buckle up and enjoy the views along the Going to the Sun Road.
falls across the land, and your lover's reaching you the hand. Don't be late, my dear.
It's like we're driving into the clouds. We're not going to the sun, we're going to the clouds.
Don't be late. Don't be late.
Made it to Logan Pass. You can't see anything.
A drive across Going to the Sun Road wouldn't be complete without taking advantage of at least a few of the many scenic pull-offs along the way. Here we stop at the Sunrift Gorge overlook and spend some time watching Bering Creek as it exits the 800-foot-long, 80-foot-deep gorge and heads downstream.
This is Jackson Glacier, and we believe it's the only glacier you can see from the road here in the park. And of the 9 times that we've been in this park, this is by far the clearest view we've had of it. It's pretty amazing.
Visibility is pretty bad, and this is much improved from what it was just a few minutes ago.
We always wondered what McDonald Creek would look like in the later seasons when the snow melt is no longer a factor. In the spring, it is no less than a raging torrent. Now, while the flow is certainly a bit more calm, we see that it is still a force to be reckoned with while offering up deeper, more rich colors.
We're at Trail of the Cedars. This is one of our favorite areas of the park.
It has a magical feel to it. Come on and we'll show you why. Magical. Welcome to the Trail of the Cedars, a path that winds through a living tapestry of time. Here in the heart of Glacier National Park, towering cedars, hemlocks, and cottonwoods stand sentinel, their gnarled roots whispering tales of centuries past. These giants date back to around the year 1517 and are thus over 500 years old. Their thick canopies absorb nearly all the sunlight, creating a heavily shaded understory where fungi and mosses abound and where water drips from almost every surface. This short, easy stroll never fails to give us the feeling that we have entered into a fairy tale. It is a magical place, but is also one of the most popular spots in the park. It is our favorite for walking just before dark, though, when we can find peace and solitude. Polebridge, Montana is truly a place all its own. Technically, Polebridge is not in Glacier National Park. It is located in the remote North Fork area, 1 mile from the park boundary. It is completely off-grid, and the road getting there is mostly gravel and dirt, so it feels like you've really accomplished something when you arrive. The hub of the community, the Mercantile, bakes up some of the best sandwiches and pastries you will ever taste. We highly recommend the Huckleberry Bear Claws. On this visit, as always, we enjoy getting some treats, lounging in the area while we enjoy our purchases, and walking around a bit to see what has changed since our last visit.
So every trip we make to Glacier National Park, we always head north just outside the park to the town of Polebridge. We come to Polebridge Mercantile. It's a pretty well-known place. It's about, I don't know, I think it was like 15 miles of gravel or dirt road to get here, but not so bad. And they've got great breads and sandwiches and drinks. So what are we feasting on today?
Turkey sandwiches and a huckleberry brownie. Should be good.
Nice.
We got Huckleberry Bear Claws for breakfast tomorrow.
Let's see the sandwich. Hot sandwiches.
Yep. They're like encased in kind of like a bread pocket. And I think this one has turkey and cheese and sun-dried tomatoes. I don't know what else in it. Look at that. Looks delicious. Really good.
Very good. Yeah, so we've got lots of turkey, sun-dried tomatoes, pesto, some homemade bread. It's super good. They've never let us down.
Now it's time to dig into the huckleberry brownie. This part. It's really good. Whole huckleberries in there. So it's really juicy. It's really good.
Oh, it's super moist. Huckleberries and like chocolate chips. It's quite good.